Oh my god. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be a little different. It's not about hair. However, it is about hair in a way, but today's video is about representation, guys. Obviously this is something, as a black woman, you think about day to day in your life. It's something that's trending now. A lot of brands are trying to get on board with representation, and a lot of brands are refusing to get on board with representation. But I just want to talk about, already I'm just like getting emotional because this really is something that's like close to my heart, because it is my childhood. Like, I always go back to my childhood because growing up, being darker skinned, having light skinned black people kind of around you as your representations, as in like my mom was light skinned, all my sisters were light skinned, and when you're growing up you think your mom, I felt like my mom was the most beautiful person, and I'm like, she was my standard of beauty. And then on top of that, the world is telling you what standards of beauty are, but I didn't look like her like that. I'm saying a million times. I also grew up in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. It's very diverse now, but when I was growing up, I grew up in Port Credit, an area that was predominantly white, and I was in French immersion on top of that. Alors, je parle en français. C'est longtemps que je pratique, mais c'est là-bas, je peux parler. Si on parle ensemble. So in my class, there was only one other black girl, and she was also light-skinned, which was strange. So it's like, even though I'd be surrounded by black people sometimes, it still felt like there was always this representation of me being the other, being dark, being chubby. I was also thick, and then there was my name. So I dealt with, one, I really wanted to change my name growing up. I hated my name. I was embarrassed when my mom or anybody would call me in public. If we were at the mall and she was looking for me and she would call out my name, guys, I was like, Mom, please don't do that. Like, please stop. Like, I don't want you to call out my name. So my name, you guys know me, Keeb. My proper pronunciation of my name is Makeba. I was named after South African singer and activist Miriam Makeba. And my parents are Jamaican. Jamaicans have accents. They say things however they want to say them. So that's where Makeba comes in. So my parents say Makeba. When my mom feels like it, she says Makeba, but the proper pronunciation of my name is Makeba. But my family's Jamaican, I'm Makeba. So that's how you get Keeb out of all that. I love it now, yes, but growing up, I did not love it. I wanted something else. I thought Nicole would be a good name because it's pretty neutral, and I could just, get by without people saying something about my name every time we had a conversation. Like when you meet someone for the first time, that like, huh, what is that? Or people saying like, what kind of name is that? A dog name? Or what are you, African? Like, so many things. And the fact that people saying, what are you, African, was an instant negative connotation attached to the idea of being African. And this wasn't just white people, guys. This is black people saying like, what kind of name is it? Are you African? Right now, I think that the embracing of African culture in us as black people, which is what we are, like straight up, we are African. And I didn't grow up thinking I wasn't African. I always felt like I was. But I knew when people said something to me like, what are you, African? That they meant that in a negative way. And that's exactly what they did mean. Was like, ew, that's gross. Because I'm sure for all my African followers out there, you know how you were probably treated when you told people you were African. They thought you were on, whatever, Channel 3 with starving kids, and like, they just think of poverty, they think of less than, they think of backwards thinking, they think of everything negative, really. There was no positive connotations attached to being African growing up. Then there was the whole, oh, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl, when I finally was now pretty, Now then there was that whole thing that was always kind of over my head, and I really just struggled with being comfortable in my skin. With body image, I was always heavier. Like, I came out the womb, guys, thick. I didn't like one day develop hips and curves. I didn't one day develop a bum. I've just always had the exact same body since I was born, essentially. So right now there's a movement, and right now there's a lot of people embracing this idea of booty and thickness, because at the end of the day, guys, right now what's happening is that the black female, the typical, I should say, black female body is being appropriated, because people are getting butt injections and all kinds of things to be like, oh, we want to look like this now. Whereas when I was younger, that was not okay, and nobody wanted that, and everyone would be like, oh my god, ew, my butt is sticking out. Like, you know, Becky's would just say things like that, and I'm standing right there like, yeah, mine sticks out all the time, and I just wish it wouldn't. And my mom would say, you know, don't worry, when you get older, you're gonna like it. It looks good in jeans. And I was like, what does that even mean, Mom? Was she right though? Mommy, yes, Mommy, thank you. But it's true, I do appreciate it now. It does look great in jeans, but it was definitely a struggle to get to this point of embracing it and appreciating it. So, we recap my childhood. I struggled with complexion, body issues, including my name, my whole entire existence of blackness, always being in white spaces, always being scrutinized or picked at, touched, feeling like this, like, oh, this thing that we can touch whenever we want. I come to school with China bumps in my hair. Bantu knots, you guys call them. Like, a lot of Americans call them Bantu knots, but Jamaican people call them China bumps. Come to school with those, or braids, or whatever, and just like teachers touching my hair. Not even my teacher, but just random teachers. Just always feeling like this spectacle and not necessarily feeling accepted or feeling like you could just blend in. So with all those things kind of sticking out, I just really wanted to just fit in when I was younger. Like, the idea of being like unique, I didn't care about that. I just wanted to be normal, and I just wanted to fit in, and I didn't want to be a topic of discussion at all. I really just wanted to like just be normal. So as I got older, I had to pull from different places for confidence. And guys, Trina, the rapper, was actually a big thing for me, because she was thicker and she was darker, and I was like, and she was bad, and she was like, I'm out here. And I was like, okay, girl, I see you. Like, I feel like I connected with that. So I kind of held on to that. And then I started owning this whole, like, you know, oh yeah. And I had an email address back in the day called Fattest Back. Yes, guys, Fattest PH, okay, Fattest Back. My Black Planet account, if you guys remember Black Planet, that means you're a certain age. My Black Planet account was Fat Back Sister. Like, I started embracing this and was just completely moving forward. Like, I was like, I'm done with feeling insecure about these things. I'ma own this. I'ma own this. I felt like I started to build a life and spaces where I wasn't feeling like a victim, I guess you could say, of racism, discrimination, or of the whole system that white people have basically created here in the West. And I was just like, okay, maneuvering, living my life, feeling confident. I felt a certain way about myself, and it started to almost feel like the world started to see me different because I've had this confidence in myself. I stopped hearing that you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl, and I was just meeting men who thought I was pretty, and that was it. Like, they weren't commenting on my skin anymore, or things like that were happening. I mean, don't get me wrong, white people, racism, things were still happening, but I found myself just kind of letting things roll off my back very easily, except for every now and then situations would happen, being called a nigger, or just different blatant racist things would happen that I'd have to, like, you know, process and let go. And I'm 31 now, and I find myself recently having to kind of dive back in to some of the stuff that I thought I actually healed from, but I realized I wasn't healed from it. I've just been coping. And it's not that I'm not confident in these things anymore, but I think the way that I felt growing up is still very much in me. Because those times really hurt. And even to see now the way that we are just treated and completely dismissed, and the fact that we do need to work 300 times harder just to be considered equal, we're overlooked, we're underpaid, like, all of those things piss me off. And honestly, guys, I really believe in building your legacy, building your reality, building your environment. You know what I'm saying? Building circumstances that you won't allow the oppressor to oppress you. I don't want to ever let you guys think that me talking about this means that I think there's a bunch of excuses to not progress in life. We have a lot of forces working against us, but we are strong, like beyond measure. The fact that our history is the way that it is, slavery isn't where our history started, right? But let's just take it from even that portion of our history. To have overcome those circumstances on the ships, to the plantations, to Jim Crow, to segregation, to like everything, and still be here and have a presence, have a voice, and to still like thrive, y'all, I'm sorry, but there's something special. There is something special there. And I think that it also shows us that no matter what they try to put on us or how they try to hold us down, like we are capable of rising. And I think that the more we build these communities and these types of spaces where we can talk about this stuff, the stronger we get. That being said, what made me create this video is that recently I was scrolling on the gram and a Ghanaian designer that I follow posted like this doll, right? And I was like, ooh, what are these dolls? And I'm creeping their Instagram account and I'm like, ooh, these dolls. I'm like, ooh, they're from where? Ghana? By the way, if I didn't tell you guys, but if you follow me on Instagram, then you know already that I'm going to Ghana and Nigeria this month, y'all. Black History Month. What a perfect time, right? And I saw the pictures of the dolls and was like, oh my God, these are so cute. I'm going to buy like 17 of them, bring them home. Was so hype. Then I looked a little bit closer on one of the dolls. Y'all, the doll's name was Nana Makeba. I lost it. If you follow me once again on Instagram, I posted the story like instantly.
Oh my God, you guys, happy Black History Month, which every day is Black History Month to me because I'm Black and I'm making history, you know what I'm saying? But you guys, I cannot believe this. There is a Black Barbie doll and her name is Makeba. I'm like losing my head right now because I wish, oh my God, I'm gonna straight out the picture. I can't believe I'm so emotional, but like.
You guys, here she is. I haven't even opened her yet. Like, this just brought so many tears to my eyes because this is exactly what I needed growing up. Having a doll with my name, my skin, her hair grows out, not down. Like, y'all, the kente cloth, like, I cannot deal. Like, to play with a doll that looked like this instead of all those white Barbie dolls that I had. Like, this would have definitely changed the game for me and for her to have my name. Like, I was begging as a kid for people to have my name. Little girls would walk into the classroom and I'd be like a new girl, she'd be Asian, and I'm like, please let her name me Makeba, please let her name me Makeba, please let her. Sarah C. And I'm like, really? Another Sarah? Even the Asian girls, they were even changing their names. Like, they didn't come in as their actual Chinese name. They were using different names because they knew it would be easier to blend in and like have less persecution. But anyways, guys, I haven't opened her yet and I just feel like I want to open her with you guys together right now. So I actually found this one on a retailer that is in Canada. So if you guys are from Canada and you guys are looking for this, there is a place, what is it, Kid Swag or something? I'm gonna put the name properly, not butcher it, so that you guys can actually go and get it. I don't even know what I look like right now. My makeup a mess? I don't know. Okay. No, girl, she's Ghanaian, but the brand is based in the UK. So UK folks, boom, you good. I believe she ships international, and if you're in Ghana, then you really good. So let's see her. I'm gonna have to get one that I don't ever open, right? Like a collector's item. Sis. Oh my God, she's so cute. Oh my God, you guys, and her shoes are even so cute. They're like these blue, they're exactly something I would wear. Like, exactly something I used to have. Like, what the hell? I didn't even see that. And the outfit, like, the wide leg pants with the peplum shirt, the hair, it grows out. It's so, like, I can't believe I'm crying right now about this. I'm literally bawling. Like, this is so stupid. I don't think I've ever cried on this channel Which is strange because if you know me in real life, I'm a crybaby. Like, I get very emotional. I could cry from a really good commercial. I cry when I'm mad. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm really excited and happy. So it's like, I'm sorry. Wow. Look at her. Look at her hair. She looks like me. Like, oh my God. And in the picture on the website, her hands are up like this. Like, hey girl, hey. Like, she's having the best time ever. Like, the best time ever. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. So these Hello Nana dolls, honestly, I believe every black girl should have one of these joints. And even her earrings, y'all, down to the details of her cute earrings. The hair growing out and not down is like, it's literally everything. Thank you, one, to Hello Nana dolls for creating something like this, because it's so important. And I'm sure they know that. I'm sure they know that, and that's why they did this. But you really made this grown 31-year-old woman like bawl multiple times about a doll. About a doll. Okay, guys? But anyways, the dolls, oh my God, I didn't even tell you guys, they have personalities. Like, there are actual descriptions of the dolls and their birthplaces. So my girl, she is born in South Africa. Her favorite color is orange. This queen is a leader, soulful and courageous. She loves to sing, dance, and make everyone happy. I mean, like, hello, pata pata, hello. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but if this isn't amazing, I don't know what is. I really don't know what is. So I'm gonna have to get another one that I won't open because me and her be hanging out now. Okay, hey girl, hey. Makiba, 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 Makiba. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a damn fool, okay? At least you know, though, because I already told you guys this year we're getting to know each other a lot more. I'm committed to showing up here every week. I missed last week for good reason, but I'm here and I will make up for it, which I kind of did anyways in January last month, because I did give you 2 videos 1 week. Where you at, if you noticed? But anyways, guys, comment below and let me know if you could relate to anything that I just mentioned, because I know I'm not alone in the things that I felt as much as I felt like I was at the time. And I think the way that things are going, representations like this of the doll, you know, a part of the reason I started this channel was to be the change that I wanted to see. I wanted to see more people like myself. Comment below, let me know if there's anything that you feel like you really related to in this video. And if you maybe already have these dolls or heard of them, or if there's others out there that you guys want to tell me about, because I would love to know them all, so that when my time comes and I have children, they ain't worrying about it, honey. All their dolls will be black, like all of them. Anyways, guys, I'm really excited for my trip to Africa. I'm really going to try my best to share this trip. Like, I have already been reaching out to people there, trying to connect with creatives, photographers, anybody there that I feel like might be like-minded. I'm really open to that. And if you are in Ghana or Nigeria, holler at me. Please comment below, send me an email, because I really want to connect out there, and I really want this to be just one of the most epic trips of my life. I have been to Africa before, but I've been to the east side, so I've been to Tanzania and I've been to South Africa, but I didn't plan like this when it came to the like documentation aspects and all that kind of stuff. But I'm ready. I want to document this, and I want to create amazing content. I want to share it with you guys kind of along the way. So please follow me on Instagram so you guys can be right there with me. I'm going to share as much as possible about this trip. So yes, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and not judging me, and for always being so amazing in my comment section. You guys are always so positive. Like, I think that's why I even feel comfortable enough to come up here. Can I put the doll down? Can you put the doll? Yes, you can, girl. Hold on. Let me just give you, okay? Just hold on. You guys are always so, you guys are always so encouraging in my comments and positive and loving, that I think that's probably why I even felt comfortable enough to come on here and talk to you guys about this stuff and to be vulnerable with you, because you guys are honestly always so supportive. So supportive. And, you know, sometimes as a creator, you get caught up in, you know, wanting faster growth and numbers and whatever it is. But like, I'm so grateful right now for those of you that are here and those of you that show up when I post content. Even when I'm not being consistent, y'all still ride with me. So I really thoroughly appreciate that. So thank you. All right, guys. Until next time, I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Namaste.
Whispered that she don't drink, said the sheet rolling. Hope I don't think that just that we smoke that I'm gon' hit. I'm like, what you think, so think what you want. She had me a think.